cool pug facts. Greetings everyone, welcome to our channel. These wrinkly-faced dogs have an adorably rich history. Yes, we're talking about pugs. The popularity of pugs is ever increasing. Whether you're seeing them with their celebrity counterparts in a paparazzi photo or just waddling around in your local park, they seem to be everywhere. Pugs are part of the toy group, despite their stocky, muscular build. You might already know that these pugs grow to be around 10 to 12 inches and can weigh between 14 and 20 pounds. With proper diet, nutrition, and routine checkups, they can live for 10 to 12 years. Are you really ready for a pug? If yes, in today's video, we're going to tell you 10 cool facts about pugs, which will help you understand this breed. There's more to these lovable, charming little dogs than just good looks and sassy attitudes. Let's get started. Number 10. They were meant to have wrinkles. This is a fact that we all might know and adore the most. Wrinkles on pugs is a given thing. Chinese breeders purposely bred pugs to have wrinkles. They aimed to create a pattern on the pug's forehead that resembled the Chinese character for prince. Isn't that cute? A pug's wrinkles make them look cute and adorable, and this is why so many people fall in love with them. Pugs are wrinkly little dolls. They have charming rolls and folds that make them look like they're wearing skin that's just a tad too big. From their nose wrinkles to their extra rolls on their neck, they're rumbly little goofballs. With these wrinkles and rumples come some cleaning needs. These skin folds can lead to health issues and make your pet smell bad if not properly cared for. Number 9. Official breed of the House of Orange. In 1572, the Dutch were in the midst of the 80 Years' War, a protracted struggle against the Spanish. The Prince of Orange, William the Silent, led the Dutch forces into battle. According to Dutch legend, while the prince was sleeping in his tent one night, Spanish assassins lurked just outside. Luckily, William's pug, Pompey, was there to bark wildly and jump on his owner's face. The prince woke up and had his would-be assassins apprehended. Because of this, the pug was considered the official dog of the House of Orange. The effigy of Prince William I above his tomb also features Pompey at his feet, although weirdly, that dog doesn't have a flat face, leading some to believe that it was a different breed. Later, when Prince William III came to England to rule with his wife Mary II, he brought his pugs, who wore little orange ribbons to their master's 1689 coronation. Number 8. Many famous people have owned pugs. Pugs have been the dogs of choice for royals, historical figures, and modern-day celebrities. Queen Victoria loved pugs. Harriet Beecher Stowe, the author of Uncle Tom's Cabin, had 2 pugs named Punch and Missy. Heavy metal singer Rob Zombie had a pug named Dracula, and famous Italian designer Valentino had a pug named Oliver, after which he named one of his clothing lines. Other pug-owning celebrities include Gerald Butler, Jessica Alba, Hugh Laurie, Tori Spelling, and Paris Hilton. Number 7. A group of pugs. Grumble. Just thought you should know. If you were put in charge of assigning collective nouns to other dog breeds, what kind of names would you be handing out? Have you ever seen a group of pugs together? You might have if you've ever gone out looking for a new pet for your home. A group of pugs is called a grumbling, although this particular term is not favored or used anywhere nearly as widely as the more commonly accepted grumble. While grumble or grumbling might be something you know as a verb, as in someone complaining about something in a low volume, in either case, about pugs, they would be a group or collective noun. As humans, we tend to give a name to a group or bundle of things. Humans are not sure if it's just because they like to attach names to things or what. But this clearly states that the collective noun for pugs is a grumbling. The only explanation that could be is that pugs are known for their nasal vocalizations and involuntary sounds, which tend to make a grumbling sound. Number 6. Pugs aren't as lazy as you think. With their round little bodies and short legs, pugs don't like a whole lot of exercise, at least not as much as they like food, but they actually aren't as lazy as people think. Typically, a pug will sleep around 14 hours a day, much longer than more active breeds, but this is usually because they have nothing else going on. Pugs love to be close to their owners. The closer, the better, which is why they get so cuddly on the couch. However, if you're going for a walk, they will be there to walk with you, even if it is in temperatures where they don't thrive. Alternatively, when a pug isn't sleeping, they have a strong natural curiosity that will cause them to prowl around the house, looking for trouble and exciting new things. They're not lazy. They're just waiting for the next interesting moment. Number 5. Pugs snore louder than a grown man. A lot of dogs snore occasionally, but a pug will do it often, and it is usually extremely loud. This is due to them being a brachycephalic breed, which means they have a shortened head. Just like humans, when their soft palate relaxes during sleep, it causes them to snore extremely loud. This is why it's important to make sure that you have the right dog bed that will help them stretch out and help open up their airways. How loud can they get? Any guesses? Number 4. Royal pugs. Famously spoiled pug named Fortune belonged to Napoleon Bonaparte's wife, Josephine, and he was actually responsible for ruining their wedding night. As the tale tells, Napoleon requested that Fortune did not sleep in the bed with them, and Josephine stated that if Fortune didn't sleep in the bed, neither would she. It seems likely that the pug remained with his cuddle buddies. Marie Antoinette also had a bug as a teenager that she named Mops. Interestingly enough, the name for the pug breed at the time was Mops Hounds, as it still is today in Germany. So essentially, Marie Antoinette had a pug called Pug. Unfortunately, Mops had to stay at home living the good life when Marie Antoinette moved to France to marry Louis XIV. Number 3. They were the symbol for a secret society. When a group of Catholics was prevented from becoming Freemasons by the Pope in 1738, they decided to form a covert Freemason society called the Order of the Pug, or Mops Pordon, in 1740. They chose the pug as their symbol because of their famed loyalty and trustworthiness. To be initiated into the order, you had to wear a dog collar, and to enter the lodge, members had to scratch at the door. Each lodge required 2 big pugs, 1 man and 1 woman, to govern. Initiates also had to bark loudly and kiss the Grand Pug's backside under his tail, which was an expression of total devotion. Don't worry, the Grand Pug was a porcelain pug figurine. Sadly, the Order of the Pug was outlawed in 1748. Number 2. Pugs shed a lot all year. Don't get irritated, as they are adorable creatures. Most dogs will shed in the spring when they lose their winter coats. Then they'll shed again in the fall when they lose their summer coat. Not a pug. They shed year-round, which means that you better make sure you have the right grooming products to help maintain their coat. Despite having short hair, when it comes to shedding, you'll find a fawn-colored pug sheds more than a black one. The constant shedding is caused by a shorter life cycle on their double-layer coat. You'll need a great vacuum and lint brush to keep the hair off your floors and furniture. But their loyalty and love make it worth all the loose hair around your house. Number 1. Double curl is preferred. When pugs are born, their tails are similar to those of other dogs. Why? Because most of the time they develop the characteristic twisted tail within the first 2 months of age. The pug's tail is naturally curly and rests on the top of their short backs. Some canines have tight double curls in their tails, which is considered to be an extremely desirable trait. in quality show dogs. It's important to understand what the curl means and when their tail should be straight. A pug's tail is naturally curly, and there are only certain times that it shouldn't have a curl. If you have a pug puppy that's younger, you shouldn't worry if they don't have a twist yet. They will develop it soon enough. Pugs enjoy the spotlight and popular culture and can be found in many major motion pictures and television shows too. The pug can make a great family pet. They also get along well with babies, kids, and other animals. They are people pleasers, and when you gain the trust of your pug, you'll have a loyal companion for life. Do you already own a pug? If not, are you planning to have one after watching this video? Let us know in the comment section below. Still here? Here's a tip for you. You would want to make sure that your pugs are properly trained so they don't run away. Be careful. They love to explore. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the bell icon button so you'll get notifications whenever we post a new video.